I told my son to move on after his brother stole his wife. He cut us off forever, and now I'm dying alone while he's a millionaire with kids I'll never meet. My son is a millionaire with 2 kids I'll never meet, and I'm dying alone in hospice because I told him to move on after his brother stole his wife. That was 6 years ago. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer gave me maybe 6 months. I sent Daniel a 12-page letter begging to meet my granddaughter before I die. He never responded. Not a text. Not an email. Not even a go-to-hell message. Just silence. The same silence I've been living with since the day I chose his brother over him. Let me tell you how I killed my relationship with my oldest son. How I traded him for the child who destroyed his life. How I'm paying for it now, one morphine drip at a time. It started 8 years ago when Daniel married Emily. College sweethearts. 8 years together. Small wedding by the lake. She was in marketing, he was an engineer. The kind of boring, stable happy that I thought meant forever. Marcus was Daniel's younger brother. 2 years younger. Charismatic. Charming. The kind of guy who could talk his way into anything. Including his brother's wife's bed. It happened at Daniel and Emily's housewarming party. They'd just bought their first house. Emily decorated everything perfectly. Daniel grilled burgers. Marcus showed up late with expensive wine and that smile. I remember thinking it was nice that they got along. Over the next few months, Marcus started showing up more. During the week. When Daniel was at work. Helping Emily with projects, Daniel told me once. I told him it was sweet that his brother was being helpful. 4 months. That's how long it went on before Emily told Daniel the truth. She sat him down on a Tuesday morning. Told him she'd fallen in love with Marcus. That she was leaving. That she couldn't fight what she felt anymore. Daniel called me sobbing. Actually sobbing. Something I hadn't heard since he was a child. I drove to his house immediately. Held him while he cried. Told him I was sorry. Told him this was awful and wrong. Then Marcus called. He was crying too. Saying he never meant for it to happen. That he was in love. That he needed his mom. I left Daniel's house and drove to Marcus's apartment. I sat with my younger son while he told me about this great love affair. About Emily. About their plans to move in together. He asked if I thought Daniel would ever forgive him. I told him yes. I can't explain why I did it. Maybe because Marcus had always needed me more. Maybe because he'd struggled more, failed more. Maybe because some broken part of me wanted to see him finally happy. Maybe I'm just a coward. Daniel didn't speak to me for a week after he found out I'd gone to Marcus. When he finally answered my calls, his voice was dead. You went to him. The same day. You left me crying on my couch and you went to him. I tried to explain. Said I was trying to hold the family together. That I loved them both. There's no family left to hold together, Mom. But I didn't believe him. Here's what I didn't know then, Daniel meant every word. 6 months later, Marcus and Emily got married. Small ceremony. Rushed because Emily was 3 months pregnant. I went to the wedding. I told Daniel he didn't have to go, but I was going because Marcus was my son too, and I couldn't choose between my children. Daniel's voice on the phone was so quiet I almost didn't hear him. You already did choose, Mom. You just don't want to admit it. I went anyway. Smiled in the photos. Hugged them both. Told myself I was being the bigger person. Daniel sent me a text the day after. I saw the pictures. We're done. I didn't take him seriously. He was hurt. He'd come around. Weeks passed. Then months. No return calls. No answered texts. I showed up at his house once. He wouldn't open the door. Please leave, Mom. Please just let me move on like you told me to. That's when I said it. Standing on his porch, desperate and scared. Daniel, open this door right now. Emily made her choice. Your brother needs you to be the bigger person here. You need to move on. This has gone on long enough. The door opened. He looked worse than I'd ever seen him. Thinner. Exhausted. He looked at me with something I'd never seen in my son's eyes before. Contempt. Move on, he repeated. Like it's a bad haircut. Like he didn't sleep with my wife in the house I bought for our future. Like she wasn't carrying his baby while we were still married. Daniel, the language. Get out. Get out and don't come back. You made your choice when you left me to comfort him. You made it again when you went to their wedding. You've made it every single day since. You're my son. So is he. Apparently that's all that matters to you. That he's your son. Not what he did. Not what it cost me. His voice cracked. Did you ever love me like that? Enough to protect me? Even once? Of course I love you. Then you have a really messed up way of showing it. He stepped back. I'm done, Mom. I'm done being the strong one, the understanding one, the one who's supposed to absorb everyone else's damage and smile about it. I'm done with all of you. The door closed. That was my last conversation with Daniel. 6 years ago. I thought he'd cool off. I sent birthday cards. Christmas cards. Left voicemails. Nothing angry. Just hopeful. They all went unanswered. If I'd known what was coming, I would have broken down that door. I would have told Marcus to go to hell. I would have chosen my son who needed protecting over my son who needed enabling. But I didn't know. Marcus and Emily had their baby. A girl. I became a grandmother. I held that little girl and thought about Daniel. About the grandchildren I might have had from him. Marcus and Emily's marriage lasted 3 years. Turns out a relationship built on betrayal isn't exactly stable. Emily cheated on Marcus with a coworker. Marcus came crying to me again. I comforted him again. The irony wasn't lost on me, even then. Meanwhile, through mutual friends, I heard things about Daniel. He changed jobs. Moved to a different state. Was doing really well. Then 3 years ago, I saw on Facebook that he'd gotten engaged. A woman named Sarah. She was beautiful. A doctor. In the photos, Daniel looked happy. Actually happy. Peaceful in a way I've never seen him. I wasn't invited to the wedding. Didn't even know it happened until I saw photos posted weeks later. I sent a card to the address I found online. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I love you. Mom. It came back marked return to sender. Last year, I saw a post from Daniel's college friend. A photo of Daniel holding a baby. Congrats to the new dad. I'm a grandmother again. To a child I'll never meet. I tried one more time. Found his work email. Sent him a message. Told him I saw he had a baby. Asked if maybe we could talk. Just once. He responded. The only communication in 5 years. Mom, I've built a good life. A healthy life. A life where I'm not constantly reminded that I don't matter as much as the people who hurt me. Where I don't have to watch my mother hug the man who destroyed my marriage at family dinners and pretend it's fine. I have a wife who loves me. A daughter who will grow up knowing her father protects her, always, no matter what. I have peace. Please don't take that from me. This is the last time I'll ask nicely. Stop contacting me. That was 8 months ago. 2 weeks ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Maybe a year. Maybe less. I have a son who won't speak to me. A son who built a beautiful life without me. A granddaughter I'll never hold. A daughter-in-law I'll never know. And I have Marcus. Who loves me but needs me more than he appreciates me. Who still makes messes? Who still expects me to clean them up? I wrote Daniel a 12-page letter. Explaining everything. Apologizing. Begging. Telling him about the diagnosis. Asking him to please let me meet my granddaughter before I die. It sat on my kitchen table for 3 days. Then I sent it overnight delivery with signature confirmation. Delivered. Signed for by S. Chen. Sarah. His wife. 3 weeks of silence. No call. No email. No text. Just silence. The same silence I've been living with for 6 years, except now it has weight. Now he knows his mother is dying. And he's choosing silence anyway. I keep trying to find the moment where I could have fixed this. The fork in the road where I took the wrong path. But there wasn't one moment. There were thousands. Every time Marcus called and I answered. Every time Daniel needed me and I was at his brother's place instead. Every time I told myself I was being fair by treating them equally. Equal treatment of the guilty and the innocent isn't fairness. It's cowardice. Jessica, Daniel's college friend, came to visit last week. She brought flowers and that look people get when they're visiting someone dying. I asked her about Daniel. He's good, she said. Really good. Started his own engineering consulting firm 5 years ago. It's doing incredibly well. Sarah's a pediatric oncologist. They have Lily, and Sarah's pregnant again. A boy this time. A grandson. I have a grandson coming that I'll never meet. They bought a house in Portland. Big yard. He posts pictures of Lily on the swing set he built. He coaches her soccer team. Jessica smiled. He looks peaceful. Like he finally let go of all the anger and just found himself. Does he ever ask about me? Jessica's smile faded. No. I'm sorry. When your name comes up, he changes the subject. When people push, he says he doesn't have a relationship with his mother and he'd appreciate it if people respected that boundary. Everyone knows why, Mrs. Chen. Everyone knows. Everyone knows what Marcus did. Everyone knows I chose him. Everyone knows Daniel's the one who got out. Do people think I'm a bad person? I asked. Jessica was quiet for a long time. Most people think you made the wrong call. You protected the person who didn't deserve it and abandoned the one who did. After she left, I looked at my phone. Marcus's name in my recent calls. 15 times in the last week. He needed money. His car broke down. I looked at Daniel's name. Or where it would be, if he hadn't blocked me. I called Marcus back. Told him I'd send the money. Because that's who I am. That's who I've always been. Marcus visits regularly now. He cries. Tells me he loves me. Brings his daughter sometimes. She's 9. Sweet. She asks questions like, why don't I have an Uncle Daniel? Marcus and I exchange looks and change the subject. His love is real. But it's needy. Desperate. It takes more than it gives. Every visit exhausts me. Not because of the cancer. Because I'm still managing his emotions and his needs and his constant crises. I tried to talk to him about Daniel once. Asked if he ever thought about reaching out. Apologizing. He got defensive immediately. That was years ago. I was young. We were in love, what were we supposed to do? And it's not like it worked out anyway. I paid for it too. Did you? I said. What's that supposed to mean? You lost a wife you stole from your brother. Daniel lost his wife, his brother, his mother, and his entire family in one shot. You think those are equivalent? Marcus stared at me. You're my mother too. Why are you attacking me? I'm here, aren't I? Where is he? That's when I understood. Marcus was here because being here cost him nothing. Because I'd never asked anything of him except that he let me love him. Daniel was gone because being here cost him everything. His self-respect. His peace. His healing. I'd chosen the easy love over the hard one. Get out, I told Marcus. What? Get out. I'm tired. He left, confused and hurt. I haven't taken his calls in 3 days. My lawyer came yesterday to finalize my will. I'd left everything split evenly between Marcus and Daniel. I changed it. Everything goes to Daniel. The house. Life insurance. Retirement accounts. All of it. With a note that says he can do whatever he wants with it, including refuse it, but that it's his because he was the son who deserved a mother's protection and never got it. Marcus gets nothing except a letter explaining why. The lawyer asked if I was sure. Told me this would cause problems. The problems already exist. I'm just finally acknowledging them. Last night I had a dream about Daniel. He was young. Maybe 8. He'd fallen off his bike. Scraped his knee badly. Crying, reaching for me. But Marcus was crying too, somewhere behind me. I kept turning away from Daniel to check on Marcus. Daniel's crying got quieter and quieter until I couldn't hear it anymore. When I finally turned back around, he was gone. I woke up sobbing. I'm dying. The doctors are talking about hospice. About weeks, not months. My son, my good son, the one who deserved better, is out there living a beautiful life without me. Wife who loves him. Daughter who adores him. Son on the way. Successful business. Friends. Peace. He built all of that in spite of me. And Marcus is falling apart. Calling every day. Leaving voicemails about how I can't shut him out. How he's my son too. How this isn't fair. Fair. I want to call Daniel one more time. I want to hear his voice. I want to tell him I finally understand. I want to tell him I'm proud of him for having the strength to walk away. But I won't. Because that's not about him. That's about me. Me wanting forgiveness. Me wanting to feel better. And maybe the only real apology I can give him is to leave him alone. Jessica texted this morning. Asked if there was anything she could do. I asked her not to tell Daniel when I die. Let him find out naturally, if he finds out at all. Don't make him feel guilty for not being here. She said, for what it's worth, Mrs. Chen, I think you're doing the right thing. Finally. Finally. I have a photo of Daniel from his wedding that I printed off Facebook. He's laughing. Head thrown back. Sarah's hand in his. He looks free. I keep it next to my bed. I look at it and think about all the moments I could have chosen him. Could have stood up and said no, what you did was wrong, and I won't enable it. Could have skipped that wedding. Could have told Marcus he needed to face consequences instead of hiding behind my unconditional love. Could have been the mother Daniel deserved. But I wasn't. Now I'm here. Dying. Alone except for the son whose damage I enabled and the hospice nurses who check on me twice a day. Marcus will probably cry at my funeral. He'll probably make it about him somehow. Daniel probably won't come. Might not even know it happened. Might see my obituary months later and feel nothing. Or relief. Or complicated grief that I hope he has a good therapist to work through. The inheritance will probably shock him. Might make him angry. Might make him feel guilty. I've left a letter trying to explain. This isn't me buying forgiveness. It's me trying to finally give him something a mother should have given all along. Protection. Priority. The message that he mattered most when it counted. I don't expect it to change anything. I just hope it tells him what I should have shown him 6 years ago. That I was wrong. That he was right. That he deserved better. That some things can't be fixed by moving on. I sat in that hospice bed last night, morphine making everything fuzzy, and I finally understood what Daniel had been trying to tell me for 6 years. You can't ask someone to move on from betrayal while you're still embracing the betrayer. The will reading happened 3 weeks after I stopped answering Marcus's calls. He showed up at hospice. Angry. Demanding to know why I was shutting him out. I was too tired to lie anymore. Because you destroyed your brother's life and I helped you do it. And I'm done pretending that's okay. He stared at me. You're dying and you're using your last days to punish me? No. I'm using my last days to finally tell the truth. He left. He came back 2 days later. Calmer. Apologetic. Said he'd been thinking. That maybe he should reach out to Daniel. Try to make amends. I asked him why now. After 6 years. Because you're dying. Because life's short. Because he's my brother. Because you're scared I cut you out of the will. His face told me everything. Get out, I said. And don't come back. Mom. I mean it, Marcus. You've taken enough from me. From Daniel. From everyone. I have weeks left and I won't spend them watching you pretend to care about anyone but yourself. That was the last time I saw my younger son. 2 weeks later, the hospice social worker told me I had a visitor. For one insane moment, I thought it was Daniel. It was his college friend, Jessica. She sat by my bed. Held my hand. I told Daniel, she said quietly. About the cancer. About hospice. I know you said not to, but I thought he should know. My heart stopped. What did he say? He said thank you for telling him. And that he hoped you weren't in pain. That was it. No, I'll come see her. No, tell her I forgive her. Just clinical concern for my physical comfort. Like I was a stranger. Jessica, I whispered. Does he hate me? She was quiet for a long time. No. I don't think he hates you. I think he's completely indifferent. And honestly, Mrs. Chen, that's so much worse. She was right. Hate would mean I still mattered. Indifference meant I was already dead to him. 1 month after my diagnosis, I got worse. Couldn't keep food down. Could barely stay awake. The pain was constant even with medication. Marcus tried to visit once more. The nurses turned him away at my request. He left voicemails. Angry ones. Saying I was being cruel. That he was my son. That he deserved to say goodbye. I deleted them all. 6 weeks after diagnosis, my lawyer came with papers. Everything finalized. House, savings, life insurance, all of it to Daniel. Marcus would get a letter. That's it. Are you sure? The lawyer asked one last time. I nodded. The letter to Marcus was 3 pages. I'll spare you most of it. But it ended like this. You asked me once if I thought Daniel would forgive you. I said yes because I wanted it to be true. Because I wanted our family whole. But the truth is, you didn't deserve forgiveness. You deserved consequences. And I failed Daniel by protecting you from them. This is the only consequence I can still give you. You get nothing because you took everything. From your brother. From me. From yourself. I hope someday you understand what you lost. Not the money. The people who would have loved you if you'd ever learned to love them back. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just tired. And I'm finally choosing right. Goodbye, Marcus. 2 months after diagnosis, I could barely speak. The nurses said it wouldn't be long now. I asked them to make sure Daniel got a separate letter. Not the will. Not the legal stuff. A real letter. I dictated it over 3 days, a few sentences at a time. Dear Daniel. By the time you read this, I'll be gone. I'm not writing to ask for forgiveness. I'm writing to tell you that you were right about everything. I chose wrong. Every single time. Every single day for 6 years. I told you to move on because I didn't want to face what Marcus did. What I enabled. What I destroyed. You built a beautiful life without me. You found peace. You protected yourself. I'm so proud of you for that. I'm leaving you everything because it's the only way I know how to say what I should have said 6 years ago. You mattered. You deserved protection. You deserved a mother who chose you. I'm sorry I wasn't her. You don't owe me anything. Not forgiveness. Not grief. Not even a thought. But if you ever wonder if I loved you, the answer is yes. I just didn't know how to show it when it mattered. Tell Lily her grandmother wished she could have known her. Tell your son I'm sorry I'll never meet him. And tell yourself, every single day, that you made the right choice. Some doors don't reopen. You were right to close this one. Love, Mom. I died 3 days later. I don't know what happened at the funeral because I wasn't there to see it. But Jessica told me before I went what she thought would happen. Marcus would show up. He'd cry. He'd make it about him. Daniel wouldn't come. The will would be read. Marcus would lose his mind. Daniel would probably donate everything to charity or set up college funds for his kids. He wouldn't need it. He'd built his own fortune. And he wouldn't want anything from me. Not even in death. She was probably right. I'm 68 years old. It's been 6 years since I told my son to move on. I can't tell you the rest because I'm dead. But I can tell you this. I spent my last months in a hospice room, alone except for nurses and one friend. My younger son only came around when he thought there was something in it for him. My older son built a life so beautiful he had to protect it from me. I have 2 grandchildren I never met. A daughter-in-law I never knew. I have a son who became a millionaire and a father and a husband, and he did it all without me. Because I made my choice. And he made his. The difference is, his choice saved him. Mine destroyed me. If you're reading this and you've chosen wrong, you still have time. If someone you love has been hurt and you're trying to stay neutral, you're not neutral. You're complicit. If you think time heals all wounds, you're wrong. Time just gives wounds space to scar over. Some scars are thick enough that you can't reach through them anymore. I learned that too late. Don't be me. Some betrayals don't get deathbeds. Some sons don't come home. And some mothers die exactly as alone as they deserve to be.